If American Christians seem remarkably impotent culturally and politically, and we do, it is because we do not understand or care about holiness. Where is God's power? Where is God's power? The Bible teaches us overwhelmingly that it is found in God's holiness. It's his burning purity and dedication to wholeness and goodness and truth. It's that burning zeal in God that drives his action in the world. And it's that dedication that he's seeking to impart, he is imparting to his people. We are far more concerned about pragmatic short-term gains than long-term victory. American Christians are far more concerned about pragmatic short-term gains than long-term victory. But God disciplines us so that we might share in his holiness. God's chief concern is that his people would be holy. His chief concern is that his people would be holy. God cares more about holiness than political freedom. Right? That's clearly the case. Right? That's clearly the case because sometimes he allows for political tyranny and enslavement to happen to his people. Why? Well, it's clearly the case because he intends for them to be holy. Now, without holiness, there can be no freedom. Without holiness, there can be no freedom. Now, if you have holiness, and if you have holiness growing, then you will, over time, you will have cultural and political freedom. Holiness is not a way of saying, don't worry about it. No, holiness is a way of actually getting it. But it's a long-term project. It's not pragmatic. It's not utilitarian. It's not put this widget in here and turn it, and then, ta-da, you have freedom. No, it's holiness inside, holiness outside, holiness in the public square, holiness that leads to freedom. God cares more about holiness than political freedom. We fundamentally know this because of the cross. Right? God promised in the Old Testament that the Messiah coming would bring great freedom. Freedom beginning in Israel and spreading to the ends of the earth. God promised that. That is the promise of the Messiah. And then he came, lived a perfect life, and was betrayed and crucified on a Roman cross, and then rose from the dead 3 days later and ascended to heaven 40 days after that. Right? That's God's plan for filling this world with his freedom. What? And it just boggled, that, what? Stumbling block, right? Stumbling block to Jews, folly to Greeks. Right? Everybody says that's dumb. Right? No, it's not. It's not, because holiness is the goal. Right? What did he have to do? What's in the way of our freedom? Sin and death. That's what's in the way. So he comes to deal with the very center of the problem, the very center of the tyranny, the very center of all oppression, sin and death. That's where it comes from. And so he comes to destroy that. He comes to destroy that. Why? So that his blessings may flow, far as the curse is found. Right? Right? He came to do it, but that tells us right there the way that God came to bring his freedom to this world is displayed in the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ.